Hello, and thank you for visiting my channel at the University of the Art and Science of the Soul on YouTube. I'm here to talk about my set, The Goddess of the Sun and the 72 Portals to New Earth Reality. Is a comprehensive teaching consisting of two 245 PhD quality manuals and four 18-card oracle decks. This teaching that I have is a box set. Go to my site, Goddess Art Productions, and purchase the set. Good morning, child of the universe. Welcome back to my channel. Go to University of the Art and Science of the Soul on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. I need to kind of start spreading the word of my teaching. These are not tarot readings. That's not what I'm doing. This is a process. It's called Making Myth Through Movement. It's a process of turning the matrix from right side up and forwards so you can gain specific guided detailed direction each day towards your purpose. What I'm doing now is this is series 3 of executive power. So we're entering a phase of practicing what we've learned. If I'm in a relationship with someone and I'm hurt, okay, I'm crying, right? I feel betrayed. I feel abandoned. I feel misunderstood. I feel betrayed. I feel like my boundaries have been crossed. I feel like my belief systems, and I feel justified in pointing the finger at that person and saying, you are the one causing me to feel this way. But that's an incorrect assumption. It could be true in ways, yes, and need to be addressed because you're in that certain relationship, so you're in contact with that person. But the thing of it is, if you have an overlying purpose and vision for your life, that's something maybe to deal with in the moment and establish a guideline. Look deeper into it. Do a mythic reading on it. Look, what are the specific detailed guidance I need? What do I need to think, do, and say to get to this higher vision of this relationship? Whether it's with that person or not, it's just in relationship, in a certain type of relationship. What do I need to do? And then follow those steps, every day if you have to, until you get to the point to where you're opening up to that new reality you've created. So the wheels create the reality. You start with a list of 10. Do 10 negative things and then do 10 positive things. Make them as extreme as possible. Spend a week looking at them, going over them, digesting them, thinking about them. Look up on the internet, movies, songs, meanings of words, symbolic. Interpret it like a dream. Then or whenever during that week, then do the extreme, you have to do the extreme negative, then the extreme positive. Mm-hmm. And then you do equal. And the equal is always positive, but it's an upgraded alchemy that goes from you looking at it and creating a vision for yourself. It starts with looking at the colors, the vibrations, the frequencies in your life. Like for instance, the outfit I'm wearing today. I am in the year 2072. I went into the year 2072. I'm not sure exact date. It was during this reading, and I did it for the purpose of the reading. It's a metaphoric quantum leap. It's making a decision. This is what happened. This is where we're at, the juncture we're at. We need to create a list of positive thought forms to counterbalance the negative ones. The history, the beliefs have been so over-infiltrated. A mental belief program is when you put any two things together and say, oh, this and this equals this. And then you substantiate it with all sorts of cliches. You put it out into the social environment, and it's a way to harness control. It's the success system. If you want to be success, you've got to manipulate the reality by putting pieces together, attributing things. If this equals this, for instance, just age in general. I'm in my age, from what I know, the history I know right now, I'll be 65 in May. I'm not running away from that. I'm pressing more into that, but I'm also allowing myself to be in the reality that's preferable to me. The reality that's preferable to me is 1972 to 1976, because during that era, I had a profound near-death experience. And when I came back from the experience, I was an adult, obviously, and I knew everything. So I began this journey I was in complete sovereignty. And I was told that I was the Golden Dawn, and that I had something to teach humanity, and I had to go back. So it took me 35 years to piece all the elements of making myth and understand the process to do it. It was every day, and it's still every day. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to move forward now into the teaching as to where we're at, so that we can move forward. So after this video 5, 6, and 7 are going to be videos where I'm reading the Alchemy of Polarity. I'm going to start with the Alchemy of Polarity that I got from this and all the visions. So basically, because I'm creating these videos for you, whoever's listening to it, at any time-space continuum, it's for all time-space continuums. It's more of a teaching rather than, the planets are in this direction. So it's more of an overall teaching for the times that we're in and what the things we're dealing with, because we're really dealing with a quantum leap, a leap in consciousness. And the thing is, if we can't even, it's like we're going uphill, right? We're going through all these lessons, we're learning, but we have to become so diligent to have executive power. The first thing that we have to do, we have to think of ourselves differently. We have to start to see things differently. We have to prepare the space. See, it's a process. When I do the video, I'm doing the work. This isn't just me pulling cards. I'm actually doing this every day. Every day. This is the most of the paperwork I could get from the last 2 levels, and then 3. I'm on 3. And then these are some artworks that I created. This one here, and then there's another one. But this one here was the beginning of the last set of readings. This is the segue. So this is the culmination teaching for the last series before Executive Power, way before that. So this is like a teaching. So this goes on top of this. See, you're not set. Everything's one. It's a whole new way of living. It's turning the matrix word right side up and forwards. See, here's the thing. You can do all sorts of techniques, all this stuff, therapy, vitamins, nutrients, and it can help you deal with the life you have, okay? But in order to create an entirely new earth reality that goes beyond the system, 13 devices of the matrix on all 4 levels, overseeing all human life, to become a sovereign divine human to where life miraculously exudes from within. You have to have detailed, specific instructions every day. The main thing that we're dealing with right now is, this is the main clue for this series. So we're, like I said, this series here is, we're solidifying, we're coming down to the teaching. This is what it is. And then the rest of the series from like, this is 4, so 5 to 12 is going to be establishing it, talking about ways that we're establishing it in our environment. The biggest issue that we have is tremendous, extreme fear. The Tyrannosaurus, this was the main, when I went on I did the mythic, the first, for this series, I did the mythic reading. The mythic reading said, you can't move forward from here. So we're creating the pathways, we're doing the alchemy of polarity, we're reading the clues in the environment, we're asking specific instructions, we're trying to stay on task, we're trying to read the signs in the environment before, but we can't, because the conversations with people in that polar opposite, see, victim, victimizer template, you can't have a conversation with these people because they are pointing the finger at you. They're not in this co-partnership where they really have something, a huge purpose. Because if they did, they would be more important on them to forward that in a way that worked for everyone in their life, and they wouldn't spend their time trying to bring you down. Okay, I'm going to tell you, for instance, and I don't care who listens to this video because this is about my sister. Okay, I grew up in a family. I was born in 1961. I was the youngest of 4 girls. All 3 of my sisters I don't have relationships with. Okay, and the last girl that I had a relationship with, the entire time, my whole life, she's lived within probably 20-30 minutes of me, maybe an hour at the most, not even. But I've never been able to go to her house. She's never invited me anywhere. She's never come over here. And she's never called me. And most of the time, she was a severe alcoholic. Then she got clean from alcohol about 20 years ago. So I began talking to her, but still we've had no relationship. So in the meantime, through my whole life, see, I lost my daughter, then I wrote the set. This teaching, the Making Myth and Movie, was my entire life's work. And I spent 5 years after my daughter died. I mean, I've been through everything. And she told me twice in the last year, she inferred strongly that I was going against the Bible, going against Christ, and that I was doing the Satan's work twice. The second time she did it was probably about 4 months ago. And during that time, I told her, I said, you know what? That's what I said to her exactly. I said, you've done this to me before. You've said this to me before, and I brushed it off because I felt like I needed to have you in my life, even though she's not in my life at all. Like I said, never spent time. She's never done one thing for me. Has she ever sent me anything? Has she ever, nothing. She's never done anything for me. Ever. When my daughter was sick, nothing. We don't have a relationship. And then she says this, after this is my life's work. So obviously that's, see, that's a religious offense. And I think that people use that. And I've discovered this is the problem. This is one of the main problems that we have, becoming divine sovereign human beings in the cosmic Christ consciousness. The cosmic Christ consciousness is more of a relationship and it's like a doppelganger training, that you're looking at Christ and you're trying to have a relationship with him if you're looking at him because you want to be like him. See, you become who you hang around. But it has to do with everything. So what it has to do for executive power is there's 3 portions. Think of it as 3 large buckets, 5-gallon buckets. The first one's soul force, and the first one's soul energy or body mind. The body mind is one thing. You really need to understand this. You might want to get healthy and feel good, but if you have a pattern of digressing, that's what you're going to fall back into, because you need more power to overcome that lower model mental belief program and attitude, right? The low vibrating belief attitude bullet. You believe it, and then it makes your attitude go down, because all mental belief programs make everything go down, because you're judging life and all the people, places, and things that around you on a program. You're not looking at everything individual. Every single conversation, situation is an individual event to where you are in your consciousness. And you can look every 24 hours at the sub-archetypes, the archetypes, what's going on. And when you look into pop culture, you can see it right there. And you need to look at it. It's the cosmic process. It's one of my 4 grounded theories. You press into it. Mm-hmm. And there's 4 areas. You look up to God. You look forward, west to your vision, east to your inner, and then south into your inner child, your sacred domain. It's basically the sacred waters underneath the earth and the black waters of the Harkonnen. You take your mental belief programs that don't serve you, and they dissolve into that black to have something spring up. The 3 and 4 prong wheels of alchemy are from the work you're doing. They're not just willy-nilly. They are specific. So when you read them and you look at them and you focus on them, then your vision goes to something higher. It could be something completely abstract, but it's better to have it on that. Look at your mind like this is the top portion. The conscious portion, subconscious, unconscious, supra, and the superconscious. See, the superconscious mind is God. It's all around you. It's a unifying factor between you and another. It's a sacred contract with another. And you diminish the contracts when you blame someone for what happened. And it's a process. I'm not saying you're guilty for blaming someone. I'm just saying that the end point, you want to be at a more equilibrium, and that's how you do the alchemy of prayer. So if you're in blame, do it, and then do the extreme. Well, there's all their fault, those fuckers, look what they did to me. And like with my daughter, she died because of Planned Parenthood. And then one day, oh my God, one day I was over, because I used to live in Encinitas, I was over in Carlsbad, this big retreat thing they had, and Planned Parenthood was there, and they were blaring over the sound speakers. I thought I was in hell. And to know that happened to me, so I had to look at that and become, so that situation that happened with my daughter and her death, I look at the whole, honestly, I look at the whole thing as this was contract. I felt like it was a purpose that the evil portions took control of all the people, places around me to conspire against me and to weaken me to the point, and then take my daughter, have my son turn against me in hopes that I wouldn't do the set. And I will tell you with great respect for God, great respect for the Christ, the person, and the person of God, for the greater good, with great honor and respect. I felt like I was being hunted by the fucking Satan. And I got away. How did I do it? Doing the inner work. And so as we move forward with the alchemy of polarity, we're going to bring out the rest of the clues for the whole thing. The result will be that the divine masculine and the divine feminine will be reborn anew like babies, and the divine masculine, like a child, like his healed inner child, will have the divine sovereign feminine in his heart and carry her with him through understanding Jesus loves you. It is the Christ conscious, cosmic Christ template. And to believe, see, to be a believer, it's a choice to believe. But we're looking at the belief in Christ in a more serious way, because we've come to know and realize that it's the key to survival. You want to have something, you want to have. The alchemy of polarity that I'm going to be doing is a symbolic of everything you want to have. You have to get. And you can't have just by having a list of 10 things, or having a little board. It has to encompass all levels. Body, mind, everything in the body, mind. That's first and foremost. If you can't get that handled, that's where you have to stay. Body, mind, body, until you get that handled. Then you go to spirit, soul. Well, they're all one together, but I mean, it's in order. Body, mind, spirit, soul, universal body, mind, spirit, soul. Soul force, soul energy, soul power, soul force. Soul force is when you get into universal body, when I finally published the set. Of course, it's been years and I still am struggling with it, but I accomplished the first goal. And the second goal is to disseminate all 500 sets into the earth for its ascension, because it's for level A, B, and C breakaway sovereign societies. In order to be sovereign, it's an inside job. You cannot get anything unless you have it. And all that you have and all that you are impregnates the field and everyone around you. We're ready to go beyond the small identity consciousness and the service to the self. What is service to the self? My name is Dawn Boyle Kubert. I have this lineage. I'm this person. Look what I did. Writing people will tell me. I had a time when people told me when I tried to sell them, I said, "Oh, that's good for you," and I just would always think, "What do you mean good for me? I wrote it for you. It's not for me because I have it. I do this every day. I've been doing it for years. It's how I live my life." But if you're on a success, if you want to be a success for the small identity conscious, and you're not willing and able to look deeper within, because that's where these sub-identities live. And once you begin to give them a place to flourish and live, then you begin to start sourcing things from a sovereign center, because you're not so busy needing to grasp out there, because you're embodying that, and you're understanding that your embodiment is what is the service to others of it. All right. So I said the next videos will be the alchemy of polarity videos, and I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Make sure you go to my channel and please subscribe to my channel and buy my set. I'm hopefully going to be on Amazon soon.
It's me, V. Santorini. Let's talk about the romance problems. We need to learn how to rest, sleep, and accept. We're now entering into the finer vibrations. We are combining the alchemy of the law of one and sub-created realities to envision fully formed pathways. My set is one of the teachings that come from the bringers of the new dawn. My teaching and others are here to uncover nefarious hidden agendas, to define pathways that brighten. We're here to erase the black magic and bring online the white magic for staying on our path. Let's understand each other. Let's learn to live together. Let's find romance solutions to understand our relationships. Let's understand that the basic need is to give and receive love. So I'm here today to say, go to my site, Goddess Art Productions, and check out my set. Learn how to focus on the 1 to 3 most important things to overcome guilt, fear, and rejection, and staying on your soul's purpose path. Greetings, it's me, Captain Siddhartha Snow, and Daniel D'Artagnan Swift, my co-patriot in the way. The 72 portals to a new earth reality have a lot of energy. Even coming close to them and speaking to me about them can bring tidal waves of energy in your realm. I'm sending the purple, pinky, diamond light frequencies etheric. We must begin to look closer at the things that we're dealing with. We must learn to do the inner work to come into atonement of our purpose. We are now entering into a new earth reality. We are on our path. We're in it together. And it's for the all one, one love, new earth humanity.